Hey there. Hello. How are you this morning? And if it's evening where you are, good afternoon. Now, let's get into what we're going to talk about. First, let me introduce myself. Let me introduce myself to you. Hi, this is Sandy. I am your business helper, developer, strategist. I'm helping you out here get into the marketplace and take your ideas and make some money with them. That's what I'm here for. Yes, 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 yes. I am here to help you to take your ideas and put them out there into the marketplace. But now, the biggest topic of everything I do in the most soul, hugging and caring and this thing is my baby here. Entrepreneurship. And that's what basically I'm out here to do to help those that want to go to the next level. I'm here to help you make everything happen in the way that it should happen. So let's get in here and let me talk about some things here this morning. What I want to first let's first determine what is an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur, according to the dictionary, Webster Dictionary, it is the process of designing, launching, and running a new business. It's typically a small business initially. It involves identifying and seizing opportunities, taking calculated risk, innovating to create value. Entrepreneurs are individuals who initiate and operate these ventures driven by desire for autonomy, financial gain, and fulfillment of personal goals. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, that's what it is. Now, most of us have the fear of it. Let me just say this. I understand that you may not be used to doing, I understand that it's something that's new you're embarking on. You may not be used to doing things that's going to be a calculated risk, seizing opportunities, learning who's your audience, who's the ones that you're going to sell to, doing all of the steps that make that happen. I get it. I understand that. But you have so much benefit to all of this. You really do. And I have a link here to I have a link up under here that if you want to learn more about, helping you to kind of get out there and get the funding for your business venture, you if your credit is not up to par, there's some free information that I have. Just look at the videos, watch the videos or whatever, and learn the information so where you can put yourself in a better position in order if you ain't ready for bank funding right now, there's this information that can get you ready. But if you want to learn more about how you can get there, those videos are there for you. So, anyway, back to what I was saying, entrepreneurship. And I know a lot of you have ideas. You have so many ideas that's that's the world is waiting on them. And I think because of your fear of entrepreneurship, the fear of the unknown, you know how the acronym, they always say false evidence appearing real. Yeah, that is so true. Because in your mind that you think that I can't do this, you thinking in your mind, man, I just don't have that ain't me. That's for somebody else. Because I have no clue about entrepreneurship. But now, and then on the other hand, there's some of us out here, what we want to do is we thinking, go and get that LLC, go get that EIN number, go get that business bank account, and we are in business. Oh yeah, we have arrived. But there's a lot more involved, but it's a lot more things that are so rewarding to this process. And I just don't see now because of all the opportunities, and I'm gonna go over some of them. Just hanging here with me. I'm gonna go over some of these opportunities, and I'm gonna bring them step by step to you. That it's so available to you now. Let me say this to you. Did you know? Did you know that being just a regular employee and just living their life according to the standards of society in the world. Did you know? Go to school, find a good job. Nothing wrong with that, because we need workers out here to be employees for the entrepreneur. But I'm talking to those that really want to take their business and then their idea to the next level. They really want to do something impactful. This will kind of help you to hopefully to see that, man, I really need to go ahead and do this thing. You are really taxed 6 times. You are really taxed 6 times. Okay. Now, you want me to say what Sandy? Huh? Okay, you said we are taxed 10 times. Tell me. Let me hold up. I'm getting ready to tell you in a second. I'm gonna break them down, write them down, so where you can just they can be etched in your subconscious mind and say, you know what? I may not be. I may not even be ready today for entrepreneurship, but I'm darn sure gonna think about these things that I just heard and get myself out here and see, hey, you know what? I may need to rethink this entrepreneurship thing. Now, the first thing that you're taxed is payroll tax. When you earn a salary from your employer, you know, you are being taxed there. And mainly, your 35 tax. Let's say you earn $1,000 a week. You're 35%. Your taxes already, it's leaving you at $750. And then let's say you go to the store and you purchase something. You purchase household goods. You buy something online. You love to shop. You go to Amazon. You just all on Tumo. You all on all these sites. You just all fashionista. You everywhere. You just shopping yourself away. You just shopping till you drop. That's the second one, sales tax. Now, you got to commute, you got to go to the store, you got to get gas, to go to work, you got to get gas to get to these places sometimes if you're not ordering online to buy these things. The third thing is going to be a fuel tax. Okay? All right, now, number 4. I know all of us, for the most part, have these. Utility tax. You go and pay your electrical bill, you go and pay your internet service, you pay your water bill, your gas bill. Guess what? Look at your bill every month and see what you see. Tell me, what do you see? You see utility tax. You got to pay tax there. That's the fourth one now. Now, okay, if you own a home, mortgage, whatever, you own a home, you living in a school zone, you all of that is in there. You got to pay property tax. Number 6, if you got capital gain, number 6 is capital gain tax. If you have investment, you having stocks and mutual funds and things like that. You have that. You got to pay capital gain tax. So that's 6 ways now that I just showed you that you'll be taxed. But you don't want to get into entrepreneurship because guess what? You feel like you'll benefit on your job more so than you will benefit getting out there, setting up your business or doing what you need to do to get that done and be on the other side of the spectrum, on the other side of the money making opportunities. That's what you think. You think that's it, right? No, that's not it. I understand that you just can't jump out there, but I do understand this, that a lot of you are in fear of entrepreneurship because you really just don't know how powerful you are, what the power that you hold in this arena. Let me tell you how entrepreneurs enter. Let me tell you how if you start your business today, let me tell you how I'm talking to you and I, we having this private conversation, just you and I, how you can benefit the economy. And do you know the economy and all of the perks that come along with doing business in this economy is for you? Yeah, that's what I said. The benefits. Okay. Let me tell you how you benefit the economy. If you get out of your own way and take this opportunity to embark on entrepreneurship, you will, number one, create jobs. The government love you for this because if any, you always see the job report coming out, right? Every month. You will add. Do you not think that you will get benefits from creating jobs? Now, the second thing, you benefit the economy because you're being innovative. There's the look at some of the most innovative people. I'm not going to name any names or whatever. Just look and research some of the innovation out there that has been innovated over time and even in the technology arena, services, products, developing, helping solve problems in the world. And also, let me just plug this into you. Do you know there's a grant, a $2 million grant? You may not up to $2 million. You may not get all of the grant, but because of your innovation, when it comes down to maybe technology, and I'm not blowing smoke up your nose, okay? I know they say something else, but I'm gonna say nose to be a little bit cleaner. There's funding for your idea, but you got to break that idea down. You have to get the team together to help you get it done in the innovation arena. Somebody just gave me an idea yesterday for a part of my beauty school that I'm working on. So, anyway, I'm telling you, you're going to benefit the economy. And how you're going to benefit, because there may be somebody else out there already doing things, already out there, but you're going to be competition for them. And you're going to improve what's already out there. You can possibly lower the prices for the consumer to spend, and you can benefit that way. And everybody will have more choices because you've joined the bandwagon and got out here and made some things happen. Now, another benefit, you're going to grow the economy. Like I just said, the gross domestic product, you listen, every leader want that to happen if they're in their right mind. They want this to happen. They want the economy to prosper. They want it to. Now, we ain't talking about some of those out there that is for their own gain. We ain't talking about them. No, not them. They're not going to be a benefit to the whole society or the whole, the economy as a whole. They're going to benefit themselves. We're talking about them. Now, another benefit of you being an entrepreneur, just look around your community. Just look around and see what's out there in your community that can be improved, what I just said, that can be innovative, that you can make just your local government a better place. And yes, you can reach out to your economic development center, reach out to I know y'all haven't been told this, and I know you thinking, oh no, that ain't possible. Yes, it is possible for you. If you have a great idea, if you have something that you can present and show, a pitch deck or whatever, and show, once you get mainly a business plan though. Once you get pitch deck, maybe a little, you may need that for certain things, but your community development, you are going to be loved, patted on the back, and everything else. Because I'm sure you can just ride around your city and see some things that need to improve. Or you probably already saying, boy, they need to do this. Or especially look at your local government. Let me tell y'all what y'all need to do. Let me share this little nugget with you here. This is so simple, but yet and still I don't think people do it. Just look and see what's going on with the mayor, the city, the officials, the the commissioners and things. See what they're talking about. If your city has it, you can go online and just look at their meetings and possibly, I know a lot, read their minutes if you have time. Maybe you may not have time to read, but just looking at a video, or maybe in your route to the store, your commute back and forth to work or wherever you're going. Sometimes just instead of listening at music, just kind of listen at the past conversations and what's going on that they're having. And I guarantee you, you will come up with an idea of how you can change your community and what you can do, or who you can partner with to make and change your community. You just right there in your local area. See, that's why a lot of folks are not playing with their strategies on how to build. A lot of us are. We're just out here shucking and jiving, doing nothing to take it to the next level. We are not doing what we need to do. Now, now think about this other benefit, this last benefit I'm going to share with y'all right now. Wealth. You will be helping someone else to build wealth because they will have the means from your idea. You have your pool of employees or in helping the economy. Don't you remember? I'm gonna say this right here. You remember they said a few years ago Jeff Bezos didn't have to pay any taxes, and everybody was in an uproar about that. That's because what he's done is he has so many employees that are paying taxes, and the government want taxes to be paid through payroll taxes and employees till he was able to write off so much. The taxes was non-existent for him. So it's not a bad thing because he's making a lot of money. See, we got to understand how this tax thing worked, to how the economy worked. We got to understand how the system worked. And when people say stuff that crazy, it's crazy to me because you just don't know how things work. That's just like people like used to hear folks that getting government assistance. Let's just saying, I'm not picking on anybody. I'm just saying what I'm saying because it just helped. It just let you know that, golly, you just don't know how stuff works. Okay, why I got to give them all this information? If you're getting money from the government, they have checks and balances. They have rules and regulation guidelines, which I'm sure people probably don't even read unless they have to read something because they ask too many questions for them to read, because you can tell somebody something and it's right there in the writing, but they don't take the time to read what their first thing they say is, "Oh, they crazy. They want to know all this information about me." Yes, you're getting money from the government. The government has checks and balances. They have to prove your license. They have to prove who live in your house. Da 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 da. All these things that they require from you, and then yet and still you complaining about that, and folks giving you food stamps and free, and money that you just don't have to pay back, and then they griping about that. Here again, they just don't know how things work, and that's all I'm saying here. If you knew how the system worked, you would think about it totally different, especially when it comes down to entrepreneurship. It's a benefit for you. So stop fearing entrepreneurship. You don't need to fear entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is not something that you need to fear. That's if you're in the vein and you want to be an entrepreneur. You want to own your own business. That's all I'm saying to you. That's all I'm saying. Now, let me continue on. So, now some of the past histories of entrepreneurship, it's always been this, y'all. Some of the benefits, it's always been this. Right now we're in a space that there's no gatekeepers on information. There's no gatekeepers on how successful you can be. There's no gatekeepers anymore. Things were not so readily available to you at your fingertips, and then you used to have to go to the public library for the most part and dig into these books that they weren't sexy books. They weren't books that the average person would pick up. And then I don't know whether y'all remember back in 2010, 2009, 2010, something like that, they started changing the requirements for a lot of things. Like, for instance, you had to have all sorts of license. General contractors was so back then was so readily, accessible that you can just probably go get your business license and have your business license and do whatever. And then guess what? You can go ahead and do construction, contracting work. Yeah, you can go ahead and do. But now you got to take a class, you have to have your certification. You just can't do all of that. You can't do it now. You just can't do it anymore. That is not that is not a part that is not a part of the opportunity. That's not a part of it. So it's it's not beneficial. So now what you have to do is you got all these requirements, all these licenses that that have to be, obtained now, and it's just not feasible for you. So let me also break some more things down for you. In this world of being successful in this business in it, owning a business, being an entrepreneur, you don't have to be afraid of it, because if you have some of this in you, you can either hire it. But if you're going to be the leader in this, you're going to be the management, or you're going to be the one that's going to spearhead it. It's going to be your baby, and no one else is going to take control. It's going to be you. And even if you partner with someone, you definitely got to have to understand your consumer behavior. You got to understand what is a person's purchasing pattern. Whether you're going to do business with another company, you got to understand how they buy things, and how they are going to how they're going to do business with you. You got to learn a lot, and it's not hard. It's just that you got to redirect your energy and your focus into other things that's going to bring you in some money. Like, you certain activities and certain things going on, if you're an entrepreneur, you really won't have time to do, and you really won't want to do them, because you got to first get in there and change your mind set about what I want. What do I want from here? I don't want the same old thing that I don't want to act the same old way, because my behavior, if it doesn't change, then I am not going to be a successful entrepreneur. And I think that's what's going on too. A lot of people just don't want to change from having that old pattern of thinking. When it comes down to entrepreneurship, you got to change your mind. You always hear people say mindset. Mindset has to change if you want something different. That's with anything, not even entrepreneurship. Heck, you know, in the Bible, God says you got to get a mind of Him, get a mind like Christ. You got to change your mind. Your mind is going to be either make you or break you from where in the direction that you want to go. So you definitely have to get it together in that aspect. And and you always need to gain inspiration and gain motivation from those that study, the ones that have been successful in entrepreneurship. See what they're doing, see how they're moving and shaking, see what they did, learn, read the biographies, look at the documentaries, and learning more about, that person that you want to be in. You, if it's somebody in your in an industry that you want to go in, how do they do things? Although they, certain characteristics about an entrepreneur are the same across the board, no matter what year it is. So the old things that have been done way back years ago with certain entrepreneurs, it's the same thing it is today. Just like, for instance, you got to pretty much get up early, stay up late, eat right. That is not going to change. Have a different mindset, be around different people, you know, go to masterminds, go to conferences, learn, learn, learn. You're going to hear that a lot. You have to learn a lot if you're an entrepreneur. You have to be around people that know more than you, helping you get to that point of where you want to be in this entrepreneurship journey. That's it. That's just it. That's just it. And there's no way around it. So, hold on one second. Okay. Now, also, building a strong brand identity is going to help you too. You have got to make sure that you resonate with the people that is going to be a part of your business idea, of your thing. You got to make sure of that. And then you also have to make informed decisions. You definitely have to. And then also networking and building relationships and just connecting with people that will be beneficial to what you're doing. And here again, like I said earlier, about being like minded. So, those are just some things that I wanted to talk to you about this morning about being fearful in entrepreneurship. I hope that when you listen to this, that it's helped you to kind of see things a little differently. So, anyway, but I'll see you later on, and hopefully, if you need my help with anything with your business endeavors, don't hesitate to reach me. Okay? Alrighty. Y'all have a beautiful morning.